They maybe dropped my weapon there for some reason. Hello, Pug being stuck on something. That's great. That can happen. Just being forever hanging in the air. When I was young, I thought life was so wonderful, magical. Oh! Oh! Pug has achieved flight. Yeah. You can see that happen a few other times on a video I have on YouTube that is 3 hours long that has all of my personal bests in the glitchless category. I will show one of those runs is the one that I'm currently rendering and putting in the other layout. Alright, weapons time again. Part of me... Okay, let's wait and see what happens here first before I say what I was about to say. Okay, maybe that was enough. Let's go. Maybe whatever magic was supposed to happen, happened. It did. We now have an infinite weapon. Yay. Let's not drop it this time. Maybe this time I'll actually stay away from the horsies. Okay, yeah, I am really far away from them now. And I think that, at that point, that's when I discovered that maybe it's just more optimal anyway to focus on the spawn on the right first. Here we go. Look at how much faster they're going down compared to the normal attacks. Everybody takes about 3 hits with the weapon. They take usually at least 6 with the normal attacks. It's so smooth. It's so much fun. I really hope that the developers, if they find out about this glitch, that they don't patch it, because it honestly is just... It doesn't... You see how it is kind of finicky to actually get in the first place? With me trying to get it? So it's not like it completely alters the game experience all the time. And then once you get it, it's... Whoa. I'm beating this boss like twice as fast as normal. We're already in the second phase. Uh-oh, that can knock me down! Okay. Use the super attack. There you go. Avoids those hits. And still deals a lot of damage. And no, we barely didn't get her before she launched into that attack again. 1 hit away, 3 hits away, of course. I think it is a glitch. I think that it is an unintended feature. I do think that it seems pretty apparent that you're only supposed to ever have 8 hits with every weapon. Now we got a tank enemy, and at this point I'm still not even focusing on his left side first. This is like, yeah, no wonder my glitchless personal best is still 1655 at this point. This is before I did a lot of optimizations. There's a good one, using that super attack immediately against that guy. But I decided to go right after that, which is not what I do now. So, technically we can get an infinite weapon glitch again here, but at this point I don't know if I know... No, I think I have tested. Like, I've tried to keep a weapon there and see if you can take it into the next part. And I think I already have found out that, no, the game does not let you take a weapon from this screen into the next part yet. At all. So if we want to get another infinite weapon glitch, it would have to be in here. Once weapons come at us again. But we're 33.3 seconds ahead. That's a nice number. 333. Got a sub 230 Pugma KO. Or level exit. So now we have a weapon. At this point, I am only gonna play the rest of the game normally. I am not focused on getting more glitches at this point. I'm running with the time save that I started with. Oh dear. Those tanks are like strangely unpredictable and mobile. You see how he immediately... I tried to go for his back and he immediately turned around and did his invulnerable attack. I hate these enemies. And yeah, that attack lasts forever and now you can hit him again. They just cost me like 15 seconds just being themselves. Eventually, I learned how to control them a little bit better, but so much of it is still luck. Like, that train hit... That guy happened to move up too far, and then he moved into the train, which stopped him, so I couldn't take those two guys out at the same time. Oh, the tanks, man. They're one of the most RNG parts of the run, is them and their behaviors, and... But it's okay, we still saved time compared to my glitchless personal best in that room. Now we've got Jim, the gym rat. It's a double pun, and that's part of the beauty of Ruff City. They are shameless and they own it, and it's great. Shameless and confident. And this is... I find out a way to optimize this fight later. I'm trying to see if it's better to use the super kick during the jump rope attack, and it doesn't really work that well. Wow, I missed picking up the food and then got hit by his attack. That was not a good showing by me. Don't... Okay, yes, I guess I'm still trying it. Now block, and that gives that... I was seeing if that would fill my super meter back up immediately, and it doesn't really do that. Because if you block attacks, it helps fill your super meter faster. Yeah, it's just... The super kick lasts long enough that you don't really get the benefit of it filling back up from blocking by the time the attack ends. So this is kind of a slow gym fight. I'm just trying new things out. But I still saved, almost 13 seconds, and we're almost a minute ahead. We've saved, like, almost 20 seconds since using the glitch. So a lot of this time save is just from playing better than the glitchless personal best. So this is what's really telling me that, like, I have a lot of work to do with the glitchless run, too. I still wasn't convinced that I was gonna do a lot more work with it, because I just mainly wanted proof of concept runs to submit to GDQ. And now I have submitted it to, is it Play? Pixels for... something. Another speedrunning marathon. Did I get the good luck with all three spawning in the same place? No, I did not. That's really bad. So, we were only able to use the super kick to take out two of the three unluckies here. Unlucky! We have to take the third one out slowly, and then he spends a lot of time just, like, sauntering into the middle, like, walking away from you while you're trying to deal hits. Still saved 13 more seconds, though. Okay. We are now more than a minute ahead. Yes, now we have exceeded the amount of time that we saved by using the glitch in the first level, just by playing better. There we go. Sometimes you get amazing synchronization with the birds, where, like, every time you use an uppercut, it knocks another one down. That's so satisfying. It's part of why I love fighting the bird enemies so much. Another tank here. This guy's gonna use his pink attack. I should probably pick up the food here. Yeah, that one right there is perfectly fine. Ow! I unintentionally made a similar sound to the ones the dogs make when they are knocked out. What I was going to say earlier was... Part of me thinks it's interesting that, like, I love this game as much as I do when animals are being harmed. But I think I believe in the conceit enough where it's not taking itself that seriously. Even, I say, as my character is holding a katana. Everybody is, like, the same names come back in later levels. Like, it's a River City Ransom type experience. Nobody's actually being seriously harmed here. And it's cats in sweaters and birds wearing spiked chokers, and it's all just very silly and cute. It manages to work out for me. So that's a normal weapon. that still is very useful to take into this fight, because this is one of the 2 boss fights where you can take a weapon into the boss fight. You cannot take a weapon into the gym fight. You cannot take a weapon into the final boss. They're removed from your hands in both cases. I almost... If I had been juggled there, I would have died trying to get the food. I still don't even know yet for sure if he's invulnerable in this state. This is early into the grind. Wow. I did so much with this game in just a week. That's unbelievable. It's really sinking in now. How far I came with it in just 6 days or so. I find ways to, like, manipulate this fight, actually, which we will see later. Wow. Yeah, at the time, this was a normal fight for me. I'm giving things away by my reactions watching this back, but wow. I had no idea, like, I knew that my times were getting better and better and better, but now that I watch it back, and that's a bet, like, that was 2 seconds faster than my previous fastest fight with him, and I'm blown away by how slow it was. That's a wild feeling. That's really cool. I love speedrunning. And that's still good. I mean, this is a tough game. Just beating that fight at all is good. I didn't even wait to have my super ready for taking out the 2 unluckies at the same time. Wow. Baby Saria. Those were different times about 3 weeks ago. Not even that. This was like September 4th or something. Yeah, it's like 2.5 weeks ago or so. At this time, I did know to go straight to that bird, so that's good. And this is a good sequence here, except I missed that bird and it gave it time to get up. But that was good. Yeah, there are some parts where I'm mostly doing it as fast as I do now. That was a good sequence. Yeah, it's easy to forget how difficult a game is when you get as skillful as you have with it. And it's easy to forget how far— Oh! Yo! That does not happen. Let me tell you right now, they do not line up like that, ever. Dude, that was god luck. That's the fastest— I don't think I've ever done that part faster than that, since. I was just talking about how far I've come. That was really good. Oh my god. Those 2 tanks that come out of those elevators before this are one of the worst parts of this run. They almost never sync up like that. That blew my mind. And now we have another bad spawn coming up because 2 tanks are coming in now. And the hurtboxes don't— or wait, his hurtbox is already there? I guess some enemies' hurtboxes? Yeah. Oh! So the moment they spawn in, they can be hit. Then as they're walking in, they can't be hit. And then they can be hit again. I didn't realize that. I should camp at the bottom and try to go for the second tank immediately. I did not realize they can be hit right away. I thought that just it was a timing-based thing. Wow. Okay, I'm still learning. I don't know why the game takes away their hurt boxes while they're entering. But it's there before they enter. Anyway, here's the final boss. I am almost a minute and a half ahead. He got stuck in the trash can! Get him, get him, get him, get him. And I am sure this is before I realize that I can use my super attack right here. No! No, okay. But I wasn't able to 3-cycle him. Okay, so there are parts of my process that I'm, like, wrong about, like, the timing of when I started doing certain things and figured certain things out. I figured out the super kick way earlier than I thought. But this is definitely before I figured out that I could dodge his grabby attack with the short super. Yeah, why am I using that super then? I should use it to dodge this attack. That way I don't have to stop dealing damage. I'll figure it out eventually. And now I could use the short super to hit him while I am dodging it with my invulnerability. I think that's the only way to dodge this version of it. When the fight gets faster with the sped up music and everything, and when he enters his angry phase, I think the only way to dodge this grab right here is to do a short super or a long super. But the short super is cooler because it barely works out. I should get that health, yeah. He got stuck! I should figure out how to do that more often too, because I think that would save time. We gotta be close here. This is a good, like, that's 5:11. We were 33.3 seconds ahead after the glitch. I saved another minute and 10 seconds after that just by playing better. I was really happy with this run. I was so satisfied. Thank you for the woohoo. So that was like the first proof of concept run for a speedrun of Ruff City in the category with the glitch allowed, like the unrestricted any percent category. That was the first one. Honestly, yeah. I think I did a pretty good job. Like that first half, like the pre-elevator in like the second room of the corporate building was pretty godlike, even by my standards now. Especially with the way the two tanks synced up. That just does not happen. I have started to do the room differently now because it just does not work out like that anymore. Anyway, I need to now open my splits again. I haven't dropped any frames anyway, so... Why is this not... Okay, I just had to do that. Okay, so for this one, I have to hit this a little later than I think. About that. Oh no, why does pressing that make that come up? That's a shame. That was still a little off, but that's okay, that's better. Alright. So let's see. I'm gonna try to answer Daedalus's question. Do I actually figure out how to use the weapon glitch? Or, like, how to get it to activate? Or does it just continue being pure magic to me? It just sometimes it happens, and it's magic. Let's see. Because I came back to this eventually, like, about a week later. I left that first run with the one weapon glitch. I was like, I'm never gonna try playing this game getting any more than one glitch. Because it just seems so hard to get, I don't understand it. But then a week later I'm like, what if I tried to get one more? And I look at that, I got it immediately. Okay, so I was struck by the tan dog like once, but I was also struck by the pug's projectile. So we have things to think about with that one, but we have another run. I'm avoiding the horsies at all costs. Even accept BioShock as a magic game. That sounds magical. BioShock sounds, at the very least, not commonly known science. Maybe that's entirely incorrect. Maybe BioShock is a part of very accepted biological science. I don't know. We are already to Pugma here. I need to try to remember the splits. Keep myself aware. Action shooter, okay. Yeah. Okay, so at this point, yes, this is a week later, so you're going to see a lot of new strategies, like, pressing myself against the left wall, hoping Pugma joins me, because you remember that wolf enemy from earlier who was jittering against the corner? That wolf enemy was stuck, and it was not going to be doing anything for a long time. Anytime any enemy gets up against a wall, they can get stuck. Yeah, you weren't here yet, Elusive Smoke. I'm talking to, like, the general audience of people who were here for that. Man, that's a shame that every time I press the split button, it causes the thing to come up on the video. Yeah, that wolf got stuck there too. When enemies go up against a wall, it stops their ability to make decisions for several seconds. And that can help me save time against bosses, because then I can just wail on them. I might have... See, I'm trying to get the weapon glitch here too. I'm deciding, like, maybe... What if I do just get it here just for... Nope, I didn't get it. So whatever. We'll keep the run going anyway. We're still ahead of that run from before by 15 seconds. This isn't going that great. That is an example of why I don't like those enemies. They do that. I am the chat. And yeah, that cat is stuck down there in the corner too. It happens fairly often, but if you can cause it to happen when you want it, it can really help you speed up fights by just being able to stand there and wail on people. So now I'm gonna try. I'm gonna go to this pug. Never mind. I think I just got it anyway. Yep, we now have a second infinite weapon glitch. Okay, let's try to not get knocked down by a train or anything else and turn this into a train wreck. Okay, and now those two are together. Now I can focus on them at the same time. Thankfully, they didn't get out of sync there like they did in the last run. I dropped the weapon! Oh, I remember screaming no when I did that. It's like, okay, I guess I'll just take this stick in there. Whatever. But this is when I found out that you can't take a weapon in to fight Jim. So it didn't matter. My forgetful moment actually didn't end up costing me any time. Thankfully. I don't know what's up with my sum of best. My sum of best is 355. No, actually? No. 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 Something really weird happened with my splits. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Also, I might change this to a different media player. One that hopefully won't bring up the UI every time I press the split button after this run. So I'm gonna try more normal strategies with Jim here, using the super move after the jump rope. But I got lucky with, there's a luck-based thing that happens with Jim's pattern. When he first does his moves, sometimes he goes in a 1, 2, 3 sequence with his attacks, where he goes jump rope into push-up attack into sprinting. That's what he's, I think, usually supposed to do. But sometimes I think you can manipulate him into going jump rope, push-up attack, jump rope to start the fight. And that saves time compared to normal. No, that's not a split. There we go. I keep thinking that the splits happen during KOs. No, it's during the level changes. Now we have got my favorite music again. I love this place. I'm going to probably remix this tune. Got a camp by food zone, which is a very good place to want to hang out by. Alright, so I now have a run with 2 weapon glitches. At this point, I'm not doing anything with that weapon. I'm thinking, I'm probably just gonna run with this one. Not try anything fancy from here on. And then we'll just gradually keep increasing the amount of weapon glitches we get in each run. We got the bad luck again with the unluckies. Or no, we got the good luck. We got the lucky unluckies. Where all 3 of them were together. It looked like there were only 2 of them. So we did not have to chase down another one that time. 48 seconds ahead of that 15-12. The birds are a little bit desynced. Okay, there we go. But no, they're still desynced. I'm struggling to figure out, like, who to focus on in that situation. And this level, the enemies can go off screen and just hang out there. That's an unfortunate thing about Stage 3. The second half of Stage 3 is that enemies can just go off screen forever. And this guy trolled me big time by just wafting all the way to the left when I have to go to the right. Thank you, big boy. I was just talking about that right before you came in, too. Because normally that's the exact, like, I can't handle animal harm at all. But this is a game where, like, where everybody's a cute animal, and, like, it doesn't really take itself that seriously, and everybody comes back later, nobody's that hurt. It just... It hits that balance for me. Where it doesn't really impact me. I took a long time to not hit the pickup button correctly. The pickup button is a little bit weird in this game. Sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah, you're just playing as a dog, just... Yeah, like something precious was taken from me, and then of course the swerve at the end was that it's just like a toy ball. So I brought a weapon in here, yep, that's what I was already doing. I'm low health already, so I need to be thinking about that food. I wonder how many cycles I'm gonna get here. Yep, so now I'm dancing around, dealing punches while trying to bait. Yeah, and then I end that attack with the super, so that I can dodge all the yes, and then I stand right in front of him to get him to do his attacks immediately, and then sometimes it causes him to do nothing. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to manipulate him that time in order to do nothing, which can skip this attack during that phase sometimes. It pushes it to the vulnerable phase. So you can save a crap ton of time. Now he's stuck against the wall, but it doesn't really affect him. This super might take him out. Nope. No, we're gonna have to wait another cycle. Or maybe he'll skip an attack this time. Yep, so we manipulated him into skipping an attack there. And he didn't do the super long attack that time. It pushed it into this phase, so we were close to fighting him before he went invulnerable again there. That would be a big time save when I can do that. But we still save time compared to personal best. And the wolves didn't really cooperate there, and they can go off screen in this stage too, and so this is kind of a disaster. Oh my god, I am going to die. The other wolf is just still hanging out. This was such a bad start. Now I'm going to focus on one of these enemies first, and spawn the second unlucky, get them together, so that this super kick will be able to deal with everybody at the same time. There you go. Time to watch this room go way worse than it did in the last run. Like, I'm going to show you probably how the tank spawn in this room usually goes. Because I really don't think I got it to go as well as it did last run ever again when I left them on the right. Again, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use this super kick here. That's part of it, was that my super kick actually charged all the way by the time I got to the tanks on the right in the last run. That almost never happens. You see, it's barely not full yet. And they were both facing their backs to me, so I could have hit them both at the same time, but I couldn't really do anything about it. I mean, I could, I barely didn't react in time. That's how it usually goes. You usually have to watch at least one of them flomp on their stomach. That costs like 4 seconds at least. And then you have to take them out one at a time, which costs more time. So yeah, we lost 7 seconds there compared to the last run. But it's okay, we're still 50 seconds ahead. We're still on, like, low 14 pace here. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, like, it dill sus, man. It still does get me sometimes, like, hearing them cry out like that, and then seeing the looks on their faces and everything, and seeing them fall down. Like, I do hate that they are in pain, yes. It does still get me. It dills so much. Thankfully, that guy came up pretty quickly. I didn't have to wait for him in the unhittable zone for the rest of my life. I am a demon tongue. And yeah, unfortunately, we can't take a weapon in here. You see that it's taken away from us, so we can't use it against the final boss. And here is the final boss. Tiny Corgi. Look at it go. This is the big wig of a corporation who is, like, controlling the gang of the city, the Hounds. Yes, exactly! See? It just works, doesn't it? It's an awesome game, and I really want to get it into speedrunning marathons so I can show it to as many people as possible. Anyway, then the little corgi has a second form. Here's the real final boss. At this point, have I figured out yet that I can use the short super? Like, yeah, I'm gonna use the long super to avoid that grab, but am I gonna try to use the short super here? It is pretty precise. Yes, okay, so that's what you can do. I think that's the only way you can dodge that attack when he's in his second phase of this fight. Is by doing that short super at the perfect time, and then the long super obviously is way easier. I'm gonna try it again. No, I was late that time. It's pretty precise. There we go. I got it again. I gotta be ready to hit split here. I'm getting low in health, but we got him. 1403. Almost sub 14! So now I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, even with only 2 weapon glitches, we almost got sub 14. We're right there. And there's the ball. There you go. Oh, it might have, I don't think it was even enough for me, on the day that I did this. I think I kept grinding. I think this was very early in my session where I was, where I was attempting this. I think I only did 2 sessions of this. Yeah, unfortunately I am, going to be, yeah, the dog pain noises hurt me too, but I'm gonna be showing off more attempts of this, so if you need to, I'm sorry, but, I wouldn't be offended if you had to head out. So we're gonna save that time. So I got a run with 2 successful weapon glitches. I got one in the first level early on, and I got one in the main body of the trains level, the subway. The next logical step is to get one in the main body of the 3rd level. And I'm thinking at this point, I might as well try and get at least one. I seem to be figuring out kind of how to get it. I'm starting to work it out. I'm starting to work out at this point that I should be gravitating toward the pug enemies. Nice, that didn't bring up the UI. Okay, so this is a better way to hit the splits. Awesome. Except I need to make it full screen. My bad. Maybe now it's gonna do it, I don't know. And maybe all I needed to do was click off of the window and it would have stopped doing it, I don't know. So now we move onward, pushing this game farther. Ever further do we stray from God's intent for us. Can I get a run with 3 weapon glitches in, like, the major bodies of stages? Like, at this point, that's my goal here. And I'm wondering, okay, so do I have it now? Yes. Okay, so I think I'm figuring this out. The answer, I believe, is yes. I figured out the glitch. Right around that point. If I deal damage to a pug, and in that same attack, I take damage from one of their weapons, then it gives me the infinite weapon glitch. That may not be the only scenario where it can happen. It might be able to happen with other enemies' attacks, but that seems to be the circumstance that most easily causes the glitch to happen. Because it seems the main thing that has to happen is that the same attack that deals damage to an enemy is interrupted. And then that stops the weapon damage variable from iterating. I think I have figured it out. So I might be able to do it consistently in marathons. And just in regular attempts if I want to push this category further, which I might someday. And we got Pugma stuck, so we can just deal a bunch of hits. Unfortunately, I don't have my super handy. I can't get health here, because that would force me to drop the weapon so I could pick up the health. But there she goes. So freaking fast compared to not using a weapon. 213. And whenever I don't have the weapon glitch active, a sub 3 is a really good time. And now I have better strategies. I immediately start out to the left of the tank enemy. I focus on him first. That was a really good start to this section. I don't think I'm going to try and focus on getting the glitch in this part, because I think I probably know by this point. Yeah, okay, I'm just switching weapons, getting the one that's fresh for this part. But I am going to want to activate the glitch in the next part of the subway. You can hit their front side from 20 miles away. That's part of the another reason why I don't like the tanks is you can get their AI off course of what you want by attacking somebody else 50 feet across the screen. Like, that's one thing about the very generous hitboxes of this game. They let you hit enemies from all over the place, but sometimes you don't want that. And the main case is the tanks. You want to be able to keep them under control so you can get them together if there are more than one, and be able to hit their backs when you want to, because when you hit their fronts, that just makes them angry. And of course, right when I got to him, he did his attack. Nothing I can do about that. We can just focus on this one immediately. Oh no, the train knocked me away. Ooh, am I not even going for the glitch here? There was a pug on the left, wasn't there? I guess I am going for... What? Huh. I've decided to not go for the glitch in this level, in this run. And... I would already be done with it if I had done it, but, I mean, I guess we're still going to be level with PB. I guess that works. So we're only dealing with one... Okay, so maybe I'm, like, thinking about trying it in the third level instead. I'm still thinking, okay, I only want to do 2 weapon glitches per run. I don't want to just go for all of it at the same time. Maybe I want to focus on level 3 now. I don't know. This run was marked strangely in the titles of my saved files. It was titled Weapon Glitch Run or something. And when I retimed it because I didn't have my splits there, and I thought it was faster than the one we just got, so I guess we're gonna find out. Gotta deal with Jim first here. Did I try to pick that up and miss? It might just be my specific controller that's weird with the pickup button. But it does seem finicky. Ah. Yeah, but now I'm also using my short super to deal him damage while he's using his sprinting attack. So that's another way that I'm trying to optimize things a little bit. But I didn't get that good pattern at the when the fight started, so I lost time compared to the fight that we had last run. That was weird. I wasn't able to get the uppercut on that one, and now they're separated, and now I'm gonna be like, just come over close to the door so I can group you with everybody else that's about to come out. Yes, that's what I like to see. Lots of hits, lots of different people taking hits at the same time. You see there's a pug enemy that shows up at the end of that first part. I technically could have an infinite weapon for this entire section here, which would certainly save time with all these enemies spawning. All the enemies that can appear here are random. This is the only part of the game where you get random spawns. He was stuck on the trash can. Thanks, Jack. Are all three of them together? No. This is bad. Okay, the only thing I could imagine that would save this run is if I get the weapon glitch on stage 3. We are 20 seconds behind, and the rest of my PB was not that bad, honestly. So I think I have to get it here in order for this run to make sense being in this order. Unless I timed incorrectly. I don't think I did. Alright, this is cleaner than it went last run, I think. I know I'm really singing this run's praises, aren't I? I'm really keeping my viewers engaged. I don't know why this video's here. Alright, here we go. Weapons are coming up after this wave here. So we'll see what happens. Hey, we got a pug stuck on the trash can. Yep. But at this point, I know that what I have to do is break the trash can, and then they'll fall back down where I can hit them. That cat was going all over the place, everywhere where I didn't want him to be. Alright, we've got the... Yes, so I'm going after the wolf first. I'm leaving the pugs unharmed. So I think I'm going to focus on getting the glitch here. That should do it. That should have worked. Yep. I think we've got it. So I need to not drop this weapon here like I usually do in Glitchless. Very good, we've got the infinite weapon. Now this run has a chance. Because now we can finally use it to see how much time we can save against this boss. Normally it would break right about now. I'm gonna try to avoid all of his attacks at all costs because I think all of them would make me drop the weapon. Can't have that. It would deactivate the glitch. And all of these things, if they hit me, would knock me down. So I'm trying to hit him, but play it carefully. And while I am trying not to hit him, I'm forgetting something. I'm gonna talk about that later. We're still gonna try and manipulate him here. He did his attacks. Is he gonna do his... Yep, okay, so we weren't able to get the manipulation there. We weren't able to get him to skip one of his attacks. So this is gonna cost us some time. But we're gonna still save some time by using the weapon in the first place. I'm surprised that thing... Oh my goodness. We still were kind of close to one-cycling him. That is a 40-second time save. Yeah. Maybe I can get some good luck with the wolves here. Okay, they're together at least. Alright, now we'll take out one of the pugs, and so we can spawn the next unlucky and get them together. Nice. Except that the other pug... I didn't even see that. I definitely saw it at the time when I was recording this run. But he blended in with the colors. Oh my goodness, he got stuck on the desk. That's great. It didn't make me that happy at the time, I can tell you that. Yes. I did know that, Mink Bones. Is this going to lead into me smelling funny? Okay, so I decided to go to the right here because I was so fed up with the tank spawns. I went for that tank first. Instead of, because I was so used to going to the left that I thought those tanks kind of spawned together. It confused me when I only saw one, so I just went for him immediately. This is when I learned that the tanks actually spawn separately, depending on how many enemies you take out. That's a split as well. That went fairly okay, I guess. It sure looks like it did, according to the splits. Okay, this is a pretty basic part right here. And now we gotta hope for good luck with the second tank that spawns here. Hope that he doesn't get stuck off screen with no hurt box. He often spawns in already stuck, which is the problem. He's not stuck here. Okay, good. I'm not, oh, come on, he's just hanging out. Not the best. Yeah, and there's not much we can do about that last one taking a while to spawn, I don't think. Alright, here we go. 30 seconds ahead. We've got a possible sub 14 here. Let's try and not mess this up. That's a good start. And he jittered all the way down to me. Okay, I think I got enough hits in, though. I might be able to get a 3 cycle here. So we can skip an entire round of him doing this. Boom. I think that is the fastest that you can complete the first phase. Here we go. Let's see if I can get some good dodges of the grabby move here in this fight. This is the only fight in the game that is unrestricted by invulnerable phases. So it's all execution from here. Yeah, let's just use the long super. No, I was early. Missed that one. That's okay. It's frustrating to miss it, but it's not a huge deal. It's just about 2 seconds. And I think I just filled up the super meter at that point. I'm not paying that much attention to it, watching it back. I missed it again. Oh, man. Okay, I should probably get the food right about now. Or not. Oh, I'm getting... Oh! That was almost a... Look what I found. It's a dog that I'm about to destroy. There you go. That is another 2 weapon glitch run. And being able to take that weapon into that third boss was a big deal. Can we put 3 in the run? Can we get the one in the first level? Can we get the one in the body of the train level, the subways? And can we get one in the second half of stage 3? Here we go. Let's give it a shot. Starting out normally as always, we get a blocky oh my goodness, look at him go! Let's try again. Let's not do that. That's... oh, there's still... at least those 2 guys usually come up. But he's separated. Okay, we're fine. Yeah, the hitboxes in this game are so huge. Sometimes it does really work in your favor when it looks like it really shouldn't. Okay, that guy's stuck. Okay, we were able to interrupt him. That's good. Save the weapons. Keep 2 of them saved just in case. And let's go for this one. That should have worked already. That should have done it. Yeah, I already have enough confidence. Oh my goodness, that was a dog in God mode. Possibly even dog mode. I do not like the blockers. But yeah, I could tell immediately that that one should have worked. So at this point, I pretty much understand the glitch. At this part of the process. I can see that if I deal damage in with the same weapon strike that has been interrupted by a pug's weapon, that should give me the glitch. It took me a while to figure this thing out, but it looks like I did it. Nice. Let's try and get Pugma stuck on the left wall again. So I'm just gonna guide her toward the left. I'm going to try to not get her land all the way on the left, because she can get stuck on the wall even when she's up in the air doing that jumping attack, which would cost me a lot of time because then I'd be waiting for her to come down. We look like we're gonna be ahead here. Good start. Very nice. 2:05. We're scaring sub 2 on the intro. That's wild. Owie, owie. Not the best luck with those patterns, but it's okay. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I kind of waited to get hit there, just to play around with the concept of getting the glitch in this part. And it might be, yeah, it would be useful for the screen, I guess. And I got it. We got another weapon glitch in this part. But I had to wait for this guy anyway. But still, we did save time there by getting another weapon glitch, even though we're not going to be able to take it down into the actual subways. It's a shame. But it's okay, like, if I run to fully optimize this category someday, I will get a weapon glitch in every conceivable chance. That's not what I was going for at this point yet. At this point, I'm just trying to get 3. And in this run, I have a chance to get 4. Because I got the one there. Oh! No, that's okay. Because we didn't have an infinite weapon yet. Yeah, so I failed it there. Ooh. I don't know if I get another chance, even. I don't think there are any more pugs. So I think I just have to play this normally now. That's a shame. So now we don't have a chance to get 4 weapon glitches. So we're gonna lose time in this last part. And that was all very strange. And the cats immediately separated. Okay, now they're together. Oh, of course. And now he's all the way to the left, and I have to go to the right after this. Thank you. For nothing. We're still ahead. We didn't lose that much time compared to a run that did get the weapon glitch in the subway area. Now we got a normal gym fight. Hopefully we get the good pattern, where he does the jump rope, and then the push-up attack, and then the jump rope again. Like, I wonder how much you can affect it by, like, attacking really late into his first jump rope phase. Here we go. Nope, we didn't get the good luck. I tried to do the short super before it recharged there, so this is a sloppy start. So just the normal patterns. I am going too early. This is a really sloppy fight. I already have to... Oh, yeah. Now I really am thinking about the health. There we go. Yikes. He was thinking about being stuck on the top there for a second. He didn't actually end up doing it. Ever since, like, getting into Yelsrik's darts segments of his streams, now I keep looking at the darts board over there. And be like, oh man, I can't wait till he yells his next stream. Especially the next co-op stream. Anyway, do you also notice how, like, when I block his jump rope attack, my arms are just, like, phasing through his crotch? We can talk about that another time. But for now, he is defeated. Two seconds ahead, okay. Let's see what we can do. Alright, this is a better start to this part, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure that's for sure. Alright. GG, strong rat man. Okay, we got a tank enemy, but at least we got him early. So I used my super, but hopefully it can recharge by the time we get to the unluckies. If I see a tank enemy really late, then it's really time wasting. Because then I have to use my regular attacks on somebody. Hopefully they're all together. Oh, great. Man, this would have been a really fast segment if I had gotten the good luck with them. As it is, it's still a great time save. I could have saved like 6 or 7 more seconds if I had gotten the good unlucky luck. If I had not gotten unlucky with the unluckies. Got Jittery Cat up there. I'm gonna go for him now. Get the bird over here. Oh, that one didn't hit. Okay. Yep, they went together. That's nice. Pretty good start here. I'm just gonna focus on them, wait for him to be vulnerable again. There we go. Alright. Pretty good start, and now we have to get the weapon glitch when it comes up. In a few waves. Don't go off screen, please. It happened again! That's so great. Oh no, the cat went off screen! Okay, he came back in quickly. Thank you, kitty. Thank you, Mittens. Oh, no, don't punch the pugs! Oh, wait, is this out of order? No, I just do it with that pug? Okay, so I decided to go YOLO and take out the first pug first. I did get it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Whew. So yeah, that is technically faster than me singling out the wolf first and then leaving the pugs there. Okay. Here we go. Let's try not to drop this thing. Maybe we can get some better luck with manipulating him. Oh, this is a little weird. I'm kind of boxed into a corner here, so I'm barely dealing any hits here. Just trying to hold on to the thing. Okay, maybe we can get him to skip the long attack. Oh! How did I not get hit? Okay. No, he didn't skip an attack. Oh, come on. Okay, we still have to wait through this again. That's, like, he did it as the very last attack, too. That's the worst thing that could possibly happen. That's the longest invulnerable phase that is possible. For some reason, he refuses to skip it. Oh, still, he's done. Man, that fight... Remember how slowly it went on the first run that I showed? That's why it was blowing my mind that it was going for so long. It's just done now. But even without the weapon, it can go much faster than it did in that previous run that I showed. And we'll see that later. Alright, focus on the pugs so we can get the second unlucky. They are very, very far apart. Get out of here. That wasn't great. We can work with it. Alright, let's see how this goes. We've got one of the worst tank spawns coming up to deal with. Kind of slow getting there, though. Now we can just do this. Alright, here we go. Now I go left. Okay, so I think what happened was that these runs are actually... The last 2 runs are slightly out of order. So now I'm letting the tanks spawn in on the right first again. I don't have my super meter. I'm just going for one at a time. But when you hit a tank... Oh my god. Oh! When you hit an enemy... but hit a tank's front at the same time, it stops your combo from happening because it reads you as your attack failing instead of actually hitting an enemy. Oh goodness, that was not good. Again, that is how that tank spawn kind of usually goes. It usually is just a disaster, but that one was even worse than it could have been. I didn't handle it great. Whatever, we're still ahead, I guess. Maybe we can get better luck with the second tank spawn that's coming up here. No, we're not. We're going to get absolutely owned. And we're going to have to wait for a few years before we can hit him. So now I've got to get a really clean final boss fight here. And not mess up the unluckies first. That's not the best. We should have enough juice for this guy. Okay, I guess that's fine. We're cutting it close here. We really need to get a good fight. The Duke fight was pretty good in the last run. Oh, jeez. No, I missed a punch. Can I even 3-cycle now? Oh no, it's gonna be close. I might not even get the 3-cycle here. Ooh. I hit him basically on the first possible frame. Whew. Okay. That was a make or break moment, and now every single hit is basically make or break because all of this is unrestricted execution here. That was good avoidance there. I was able to deal all the hits while I'm taking none myself. Okay, do the super, avoid the attack. Yeah, looking at the timer, this is gonna be really close. Yes! Okay, I dodged it. I just stood there. I was trying to do my short super again, I think, but it wasn't recharged yet. When you see the character flash, that's when... Oh, jeez. That's when the super attack is recharged. The short super is recharged. That does apply to the long super, though, too. That doesn't make any sense, probably. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, yep! 13-18. We did it. Sub 13... I mean, we missed the second major weapon glitch opportunity in the subway area itself. Sub 13 has to be on the table, right? So at this point, I'm still wanting more. I'm not done with this session yet. It's been a good session. I've at the very least, seemed to have figured out the glitch, which is massive. Very happy with that. And I'm feeling the hubris of like, okay, maybe I can just do it anytime I want now. Why not? Why not keep trying? Let's try to get all 3 of the major uses that I can think of right now. Hi everybody, I'm Saria, and I'm going to show you a speedrun I did of the indie beat-em-up game Ruff City. It's a cute, short, straightforward beat-em-up available on Steam right now for $3.99. I highly recommend it to anybody looking for a simple beat-em-up experience. I'm going to do a speedrunning category that allows the use of an awesome time-saving glitch, but for now, we just start off with some simple wave clearing. Enemies are coming at us, and we have to defeat them all as they come in order to progress through the levels. We have a simple 3-punch combo, and I'm just using that to try to hit multiple enemies at the same time. That causes everything to go by faster. There's lots of luck involved with enemy decisions, but we try to take away their options as much as we can. Just try to stay one step ahead of the game at all times. They can do things called pink attacks, which causes them to be invulnerable, and those tan dogs can just block on their own as well, which is a bit annoying. And now, here's where the fun really starts. The enemies brought in weapons, and now there's that little pug. I'm gonna let it scurry over, throw a weapon at me, and then I'm going to do a weapon swing, deal the pug damage, and have that weapon strike be interrupted by that pug's projectile. That seems to confuse the game. Weapons in this game are supposed to break after incurring 8 hits against enemies, but if I cause that weapon strike, which deals damage, to be interrupted by the pug's projectile, the game seems to stop iterating the weapon damage variable, and so now we can enjoy an infinite weapon. This is the amazing infinite weapon glitch. Ooh, which can end anytime we drop the weapon, and that attack would have knocked me down. If we get knocked down, or the weapon is taken from us in between some screens, or if we just forget and we drop the weapon on our own by blocking, the glitch will be over. So it's a bit of a pulse-pounding experience to try to keep the glitch for as long as we can, and it's crucial because we are allowed to bring that weapon into this boss battle against Pugma, and so now we can just deal massive damage to her when we're not supposed to be able to. I'm going to try to lure her against this left wall because enemy AI can get stuck against the wall. Unfortunately, she didn't come over far enough, and so now she's launching into her other attacks. That's a shame, and now she's doing this long 3-jump sequence, and so I'm losing time here, but I'm still completing this fight way faster because weapons deal so much more damage than my regular attacks, and there she goes. Such a massively faster fight with the glitch. I love this glitch so much. I was also using a super attack during that fight. You see on the top left of the screen, there's a super meter. When it's full, I can do a long super spin kick, and even when it's not fully filled up, I can do a short version of the super kick. Both versions allow your character to be invulnerable while the move is active, and that's incredibly useful many times through the run. Now we're in the second level, the subway stage. A bit of a scratchy start there. And you see there's a new enemy type here. That guy, the tanks, those are a problem. They can only be hit from behind, and even though they look slow and big, they are dodgy and tough to wrangle. And so I have some time to set up before these spawns here because enemies are arriving by train, and so I'm getting myself behind the tanks whenever I can, but there were two in that wave, and so I just let that one meander in and do its attack, have some fun, and then expose its back so I could take care of it and that last dog at the same time. Unfortunately, we can't bring a weapon into this part of the stage, and so I didn't worry about activating the infinite weapon glitch there. I am going to activate it soon though. And so now we're just going to try to focus on some clean fighting. Here's another new enemy, the cats. They can launch into an unwieldy attack of their own, but thankfully it just tends to bring them toward you. That train just took care of that wolf for me. It just did my work. But hopefully we don't get knocked down once we activate the glitch again. There we go. I got my attack interrupted by the pug as I was dealing damage, and so now we have the infinite weapon glitch again. But the train knocks down any enemies except the tanks that it makes contact with, and so we have to be really careful to not be knocked down, not just by the enemies, but also by the trains that are coming through. They can appear on random tracks, and I had a nice bit of luck there where those two tanks came together. That train almost hit me. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, the cats don't knock you down if they hit you. So we were able to take care of the subway pretty quickly there with the infinite weapon glitch, and I was able to take care of that massive wave with all of those tanks pretty quickly. Unfortunately, we cannot bring the weapon into this next boss battle against Jim, the gym rat. It took me way too long to get this joke. He starts off with several, like, he's like most bosses in this game, he can alternate between 3 main attacks. He starts with the jump rope attack, goes into that push-up attack, and if we're lucky, he will go back into the jump rope attack again. Very good. This allows me to block that attack and recharge my super meter again, so I can use 2 long supers to start off this fight and deal a ton of damage. The super attack is stronger than our regular attack, and you saw I used the short super there while he was in the middle of that dashing attack. That allowed me to avoid taking damage while dealing damage, and that's such a great way to use the super attack, short and long version. Now we can just wail away on him with it. This is a fight where you try to dodge attacks as much as possible, but you see, whenever I don't have the short super available, I'm just also trying to deal a few jabs here and there. Just get as many hits in as possible. Try to get this done ASAP. Our uppercut can also give us a little bit of invulnerability for a few frames, and that can be useful at the beginning of his jump rope attack. So we just try to dance around him, just really try to sneak in as many hits as possible, and there, he's down. It would have been nice to be able to take him down before his final dash attack there, because it takes a while, but we're through the sewers and the subway, and now we're into the level with my favorite music in the game, and possibly my favorite new enemies in the game. These birds are just really fun to control for me. It's so much fun to work with them. We have to use our anti-air jumping kick, which has our smallest hitbox, and it's just, you gotta be pretty precise with them, but then it can lead to these amazing moments where we clump all these enemies together, and our uppercut can knock the birds out of the sky too. It's just so much fun. Unfortunately, I did not think to use that pug that appeared last out of the food zone door to set up the infinite weapon glitch, and we're in this slot machine part of the stage. That's what I call it, because every enemy in the game can appear at random here. It's the only part of the game where that's possible. The infinite weapon glitch would have helped us a lot here because our regular attacks are way slower, but we got some lucky unluckies there. That new enemy type that appeared as a mini-boss, the unluckies, all spawned right together so I could smack all of them down with one super kick. Thank you, unluckies. But now we're into the next part of the stage where I'm planning to set up an infinite weapon glitch, and this part can go a bit squirrely, and that's not great. I got a little unlucky with the timing there, and unfortunately in this part of the stage, enemies can go off the side of the screen where we can't hit them. Thankfully that cat only had 1 hit left. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. What are you doing, buddy? Okay, whatever. Oh, and now we've got the tank into his attack. Oh, he got me. Good job, buddy. Oh, man, the tanks. We're gonna have some scary spawns with them in the next level, but for now, let's try to focus on cleaning this up. All right, that wasn't a great start, but let's try to do a little bit better here. Hope the enemies do a bit better with coming together. Thank you, Pug. Thank you very much. That's more like it. Okay. And the cat was so nice and just walked into me. That's a nice boon. Okay, things are going a bit better now. And now I'm going to focus on this wolf and leave the pugs unharmed for now because we want them to set up the next infinite weapon glitch. Boom, we got it. All right. Oh, don't hit me. Oh my gosh, that was close. There's just so many clench moments that could cause you to drop the weapon. But we're good. We've got the infinite weapon glitch. We've been able to set it up pretty much immediately every time as well when we've gone for it. Now I'm going to wait a moment for these unluckies to get together, then use a super kick against them, and then just take care of this last straggler. And now we've got a boss where we can also bring the weapon in. This is the last boss where we can bring a weapon into the fight. And if we had brought a normal weapon in, it would already be broken now, but now we can just deal so much damage, but all of his attacks, I think, can knock us down. So we've got to be super careful at all times. Especially with this attack. This is crucial. We have to try to dance around these knockdown barrels while trying to deal damage at the same time, and I'm focused so hard on it, I forget something crucial. I could have just used my long super attack in the second half of that move to deal a lot of damage while being invincible. But I also manipulated his AI there by standing really close to him during his invincible period here. Sometimes it confuses him and he skips one of his attacks. We didn't have to wait through that long barrel attack while he was invincible, and it pushed it into this vulnerable phase, and he was down so quickly. I wonder if I would have one-cycled him if I had remembered to use my super attack. We can't think about that now. We have our last stage to deal with, and we do not have any invincible weapon attacks to be able to really make use of here. Those wolves were really nice there. And that Unlucky's terrible uppercut hitbox was really nice there as well. For some reason, it didn't knock me down. And now we're just going to take out one of the first pugs to get the second Unlucky in, wait for them to get together, use a super attack, and that was a pretty clean start there. Now, this second part is pretty crucial. We've got to try to anti-air this bird to get started. Hope everybody walks into me. Good, they were pretty charitable. All right, awesome. That uppercut hitbox that we have is great for crowd control. We got some more stuff. Awesome. Okay, and now another Unlucky is going to appear. Use the super attack. Unfortunately, we're not going to have a super attack in time to deal with one of the most scary spawns in the game, because now here comes some more tanks. The second one's coming too, and they usually spawn in a really weird configuration, but I'm able to hit them both at the same time. That was a dream. It never goes that well. Oh, okay, things are starting to feel real now. This is looking like a pretty good run, honestly. And guess what? The cat agrees, and it says, hey, you know what would really suck is if I went as far away from the exit as possible right at the last moment to cost you a ton of time. Is that not like ultimate cat behavior? That is such cat behavior. Anyway, here's an elevator section because we've got to have one of those. It's a pretty standard first wave here, just a few normal enemies. Hopefully they come together. That last pug took a little while to come in, and that's something we're going to be seeing for all of these waves. Enemies cannot be hit until they cross a certain point at the bottom of the screen, and so we're a bit at the mercy of the game here, especially with this second tank that comes in. Please let me hit you. Okay, I took a bit of a risk there, hoping, because he got stuck on the wall, and sometimes he gets stuck on the wall before his hurt box loads in, and you just have to wait, you just have to sit there, and we got lucky there, thankfully. And speaking of lucky, here are some unluckies. Nice, and now we just have to wait for this last one to meander its way in. Can't really do much, you just have to wait. And unfortunately, we cannot take that weapon into the final boss room. Here we go. This first phase of the final boss is crucial. We have to 3-cycle it, or else we're going to lose so much time. Try to immediately deal as many hits as possible, and now he launches into this attack, which takes so long, and you can't hit him during this. I missed my punch! Okay, am I dealing enough damage? I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be a 3-cycle. This is a little scary now. Just try to do the super attack immediately, hope it's enough. Oh my gosh. On the last frame of my super attack, he was taken out. That was close. But now we've got the final battle. This final form of the final boss is the only boss fight in the game where you do not have to wait for anything. We can deal damage at all times. There's no invincibility. But one of his attacks is very crucial. This one, where he can grab you. we can dodge it with our super attack, both versions of it. The long super is easier, the short super just barely works out to dodge it. I'm gonna try it here. I was early, just barely. My invincibility ended right when his grab started. That's a shame. It feels really good whenever you can dodge that and deal damage at the same time. Let's just use the long super, very good. He has, this attack right here is also pretty crucial for dancing around and dealing damage at the same time. This is just pure execution, and I was late that time with the short super dodge. That's so frustrating. It looks so much better when you can use that attack correctly. But we're getting into the end here. I used up my healing item, and so I have to be careful. I'm taking a lot of hits. Oh my goodness. And that's it. That is Ruff City any percent with use of the weapon glitch in 12 minutes and 48 seconds. And Lucky has retrieved the precious thing that the Duke took from him, the toy ball. Our story is over for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that run. I love this game. I want to thank everybody who worked on this game. I think you did a great job. This game is really just a simple experience. It's so clearly confident in what it is, and yes, the dog's pain noises hurts me a little bit, and normally I just can't handle like animal harm at all, but this game is just sort of adorable and it doesn't take itself that seriously, and it just works for me. Hopefully, if you are interested in this, then maybe this has brought it into your radar and it's something that you want to try out for yourself. I do encourage you to do so. And if you want to run this game, I encourage you to do that as well. This was not a perfect run by any means. We can definitely shave some time off of this. First and foremost, by activating the infinite weapon glitch every single time it's possible, in the beginning of the subway and in the first part of stage 3 before that slot machine section. And also, maybe we can one cycle that third boss. That would be huge. That would be so satisfying. I feel like it's gotta be possible. And then just some cleaner gameplay all around. And I don't know if we're looking at a sub 12, but we're definitely looking at some improvements. And devs, if you're watching this, I encourage you not to remove the infinite weapon glitch. I think it's just so much fun. It's not that easy to activate, especially if you don't mean to. I did find it by accident, but even when I was trying to do it on purpose for a long time, I could not figure it out. I just think it's a cool new spin on the gameplay, but it's up to you. Like, you do what you want to do, but I think it's just such a cool way to add replay value. And if you're watching this and you are considering this run to be a part of a speedrunning marathon, I hope this gave you everything you needed information-wise. I hope all of you found this entertaining or informative. Thank you so much for watching. I wish all of you the best. Dream on, folks. Peace.